Okay, everybody, I was working on my Carnival, and I figured I don't know why I want to do a video, but anyway, hopefully you can see this. I have my new cardboard bezel in there and everything's working, and on Claw, Slick Nick had mentioned that he had put, there was a lot of light washing out, just like I had in my eyes cabinet or on my jump bug or whatever, that was washing out the monitor. And so I put in a piece of black cardboard, and one of the downsides of it is that it kind of this way I have it right now is it's late at night, by the way. I've had like about 4 or 5 beers, so but anyway, you can see that there's no light coming in, but it makes the cardboard bezel, which has art on it, not illuminated very well. So I think what Carnival did, or Sega Gremlin did, was they wanted the marquee light to illuminate the cardboard bezel, but when I remove this black piece of cardboard and make it original, it washes out the monitor pretty bad. So the reason I was going to do a video real quick is because I have an idea of how to modify it and kind of get the best of both worlds, where we're not modifying, where we're not going to have washout of the monitor, but we'll be able to illuminate the cardboard bezel. So what I'm going to do now is remove, actually I'll show you in the back. I'm actually working, probably can't see that. I'm working on the, there's a Donkey Kong right there, but I'm working on this coin board here, this photo coin sensor board. It's freaking pain in the ass, but so what I have here is basically this piece of cardboard right here, and I just kind of stuck it in there. So I'm going to remove it. And kind of show you guys what it would look like original with the lights off. So that's kind of what it looks like with the lights off, and you can see, you know, how bright it is and how illuminated the cardboard bezel is. It's like, it's pretty cool. I mean, you see the artwork. You can actually even read the directions and everything on the left. With it completely blocked off, you can't see jack. So then I got the idea that maybe what we need to do is just cover the light, and you can kind of see a piece of wood up there inside the cabinet. What I'm thinking of is attaching it and only running it towards the back. Only running it back, the cardboard, the black cardboard, to this point right here, and then allowing the light to kind of shine down through the back side of it, and then putting 2 slits on the side. So I'm going to show you just a quick example of what it might look like when I'm done here in a second. Okay, let's see if you can see this. So basically what I did right here is I just turned the same piece of cardboard, to the side. And get it right there, yeah. I just turned it, 90 degrees, so there's 2 slots on the left and the right. So you can see that right there. That's allowing the light to come in on the sides, but you can see that the monitor is not really washed out that bad. So I think this is kind of like a happy medium, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut some slits in that piece of cardboard and let some light come in through the back side, and just some slits of light on the left and the right, and see what it looks like. It's the next day, and I decided I was going to modify what I was doing a little bit. So what I did is I cut just a piece of poster board. It's 24 inches wide, 2 feet wide, which is as wide as the inside of the cabinet. And then I notched out about a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch here, and that's for the power cord. I'll show you that in a second. And then on this side, I basically cut out 2 strips of about 1 inch wide, 1 inch in from the side. So this is like 1 inch, and then this is at 3 inches, and then there. So we'll have some light coming down for the monitor. And then what I'm going to do, if you guys can see the, let me get some light. So there you can see the marquee light, and there's a little bit of piece of wood. Let's see here. Can you see that right there? Yeah. So there's like a piece of wood right here that's about a ½ inch wide, and it comes all the way down to the back. And this is 11 inches from the very back here all the way up to where the wood meets the marquee area. And then on this side, I cut out that little notch because that's where the speaker and AC power for the fluorescent light is. So I'm just going to test it with this. And then I picked up like a thin piece of pine from Home Depot that I was thinking, like, if this actually works, then I'll cut out something that's sturdier, maybe like a 1/4 of an inch thick plywood, and then route out some space there. So I'm just going to test mount it, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, I just used some poster tape, and you can see how it's mounted there. It's a little, flimsy, so it sags a little bit, and that's why I think wood would be a little bit better. Let's see if you can, definitely that corner, because it's not rigid enough to really keep those wires in there. See, can you see that? Right there, there you go. It's not rigid enough to keep those wires in there, but it's in there. It's not that bad, so we'll put the overlay in, which is right there, and then power it on. See what okay, so I have the lights out, so I think, let's see this here. I don't even have the back door on, but you can tell there's not enough light coming in through the back, so I think going the full 11 inches is too long. Probably need to maybe go 10 or 9 maybe, I'm not sure. At least 10, and I think that will be enough for the light to kind of drop down through the back of the cardboard monitor bezel. And then you can see actually it's not a lot of light leaking up in the front side of it, and just enough through the back with those little slots right there. I think could be a little bit better. It's not illuminated a ton, but it's definitely more than it was before. So I think, I don't know, I might try to get a little bit more light down that way. So it's almost like they should have some light coming through. I'm not sure. But anyway, rambling on. I think it's going to work out pretty decent, though. I think using a piece of wood, painted wood, is going to be better. Let me show you what the back looks like with it. Kind of dark. So that's where you see, there's not enough of a gap here for the light to kind of come down. So if we take this back about an inch at least, maybe do 10 inches instead of going all the way to the end of that piece of wood, I think that'll allow the light to cascade down on it a little bit. I just don't think there's any way to get more light up towards the front of the cabinet. So all right, okay, I went ahead and actually cut that piece of, I think it's like a 1/4 inch piece of pine. I painted it. I did a terrible job, but it was just, I wasn't trying to be perfect or anything. I just routed out basically like a 2 inch by maybe 7 inch. I think I went 9.5 inches, and then there's my little notch out for the power cable. And then here's the other hole, except for I went a little bit deeper because I didn't actually draw a line like an idiot. But anyway, I wasn't trying to be perfect. I just was going to rough something up that's a little bit more sturdy, and then I just put some command strips here to test place it. I probably will screw it in to make it permanent, but let me put it in the cabinet and see what it looks like. Okay, I don't know exactly where I left off, but I ended up making just doing this freehand, so it's not completely straight. But I ended up doing, 5 like half-inch lines up to about 6 inches in. I think I was doing it, or somewhere around there. I think this is about 6 inches, and this is total width is 24 inches. And then I went the full 11 inches, and then put 2 slots in the back to let light come down from the back side as well. So I'm hoping. I can't remember actually where I left off because it's been several weeks, but I finally got some time to actually try to put this in. So hopefully this blocks out most of the light and lets some of the good light in and to show on the bezel. So be right back. Okay, at the back of the cabinet, hopefully you can see this somewhat. That's what it looks like in there. If I can get it the right angle there so you guys can see it. I actually put the cardboard bezel back in and taped the back of it. I got this from Joe Zabo or Zabo's Arcade. So and it's slightly different than the original, but I just put some command strips, poster command strips, and had it stick to the back there. And then you can see what it looks like inside there. All the way back to just that little gap. Sorry about the light, I'm trying to get it so you guys can see. Yeah, all the way back to that right there. And then like that. Alright, so let's see what it looks like powered on. I'm going to put the back door back on and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, this is the result here. So it's powered up, and from the distance it definitely, it probably is a little bit brighter on the camera than in real life. You can definitely see the dark shadow on the back side there. There's a little bit of reflection at the top of the monitor, but still maybe just enough light. Not perfect. I think really to illuminate these instruction cards on the right and left, if it was in the dark, you need to run some LED strips, I think, on the inside of the wood mount here for the front plastic bezel. So on the back side, run some LED strips. That probably would have been a little bit better and easier, but you would have still needed to block out the marquee light that was kind of coming almost all the way halfway down the screen. Yeah, you can see on the black screen, a little bit of the reflection of the slits that I made, but it's definitely not bad to play. The screen's pretty dark. So anyway, I'm leaving it alone because I've messed with it enough. So, and I'm somewhat happy with it. It's not perfect, obviously, but it's better than what I think a stock one was, and it was fun kind of just messing with it anyway. So that's what it looks like kind of from this side right there. So all right, cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I got Carnival. We can I never got the I still need to work on getting the opto coin switch things working, but game definitely works. So we'll play just a little bit with one hand. This game's actually pretty fun, and it's challenging to get high scores. I can't get past the 3rd round yet, so but anyway, hopefully this was a crazy little video. I only have 1 row of games on right now, so have a good one, guys. See ya.